How you doing, everybody? Frostfire 1987 here, back for a while. Been away, not gonna lie, playing Fallout 4 between work and Fallout. Non-existent life, no time to upload. But let's get going, because I loved me a top 10 list. Speedrun top 10, 10 most underrated games. Starting off strong at number 10. It's high on the list, The Evil Within, purely because it is quite a well-known game. It's not exactly a tiny little indie game developed by a few bedroom developers. It is a big game. It just didn't sell as well as the devs intended. They thought it was going to be groundbreaking. The trailers showed it off as to be one of those crappy horror games where you can't defend yourself and you have to run around with a camera or a lantern and lock yourself in cupboards and you can't fight. That wasn't the case. I loved the combat. I loved the gunplay. Everything about it was freaking awesome. Moving on, number 9, Red Faction Guerrilla. I didn't like the following one. I think it was called Red Faction Armageddon. It felt rushed. It was linear. It was all set in a cave. It was boring. Red Faction Guerrilla is a badass game. I bought it again because I used to have it on the PS3. It was on sale on Steam for like, I don't know, £1, so I grabbed that straight away. Red Faction Guerrilla kills it. Complete freedom. Smash anything you can see. Epic. Number 8, Boiling Point. A game probably not a lot of people have heard of. I remember I bought this back when you could trade and sell PC games by the discs. I got it in game for like £2 in the bargain bin. I'd never heard of it, played it. It was bloody amazing. You get so many weapons, it's free roam, you can work for different factions. There's planes, boats, cars, jeeps. You get different soldiers to fight, different people to interact with. It was a bit buggy, but it was awesome. Number 7, Stalker Clear Sky. I chose Clear Sky purely because I didn't really like the first Stalker all that much, and the third Stalker actually sold quite well. Clear Sky was very buggy, yes, it had its flaws, it had its issues, it had its problems, I'm not going to deny that, but I'm a huge fan of the Stalker series, and I just didn't feel that Stalker Clear Sky got, you know, the popular buzz around it that I got, because I love this game. Open world, freedom, horror, great atmosphere and sound design. Moving on, number 6, Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. I borrowed this back when I had a PS3 from my next door neighbour. Couldn't believe I hadn't heard of it, played it, story was epic, Andy Serkis is in it, so you know, you got old Monkey Boy doing his faces and voices. The story was fantastic, the atmosphere was fantastic, the graphics were fantastic, it was just fantastic. Moving on to number 5, Rage. People hated this game, and I just don't know why. I really don't. I really enjoyed it. Yes, it had a few bugs when it first came out, but I can look past that because I'm not, although yes, I am part of the PC Master Race, I'm not one of the Nazi ones. I love this, the freedom, the story, everything was great about it. The weapons, the robots that you could create, the throwing boomerang. The only thing I didn't like was the rushed ending that just felt crap and thrown out. Number 4, Condemned 2. Why Condemned 2? Because I didn't play the first one. I had this back when I had my 360 years and years ago. I couldn't believe how tense this game was. It is freaking atmospheric and scary, and I jumped out of my skin a few times playing this. The melee combat, fantastic. Gunplay, fantastic. Story, epic. Moving on, number 3. This is a speedrun after all. Bulletstorm. I can't believe more people didn't play this. I've actually completed this 3 times. You can shoot a man's head off, kick him off a cliff, and then he lands into a cactus. You can shoot someone's legs off and strap them to a helicopter while blowing the helicopter up, and much more, and it had a great sense of humour. Number 2, Shadows of the Damned. This game was something, it played a bit like Resident Evil and The Evil Within, but it had a friggin' epic story, great atmosphere, it was funny, it didn't take itself seriously. Yes, the character moved with all the grace of a ballerina with a broken leg, but I can look past that. Number 1, Dragon's Dogma. There was no fast travel to speak of, sort of. It had its bugs, it didn't look that great, and it was muddy and washed out. But why is it number 1? Because I fucking loved it. I don't know why. I should have hated this game. It just felt like a mix of every RPG I'd ever played together. The pawn system was great, and that's pawn in the sense of PAWN. You'd create a follower, and you could send that follower to other people to use, and they would often leave you with a gift. Most times it would be a carrot, but still it was a carrot. Hope you enjoyed the list. I'm trying to keep them fast because they are, well, speedrun top 10. I've been Frostfire. A review to come soon. Hope you enjoyed it. See you again soon. Bye.